At some point in rebuilding, you start noticing something quietly changing inside you. The need to explain yourself starts fading. The need to be understood by everyone starts weakening. The need for approval before every decision starts losing power. And for the first time, you begin to ask a different question. What do I actually believe is right for me? And that shift changes everything. Few years ago, there was a man with foundation beneath him can build almost anything. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this series is about rebuilding after life added season, not just emotionally, but in identity, direction, and purpose. And if you have been walking through this journey with us, thank you for being here. Today, we are talking about approval, the quiet influence that shapes men's decision without you realizing it. Because part of becoming whole again is learning to stop living for approval, living for everyone else's validation. Stay with me. Many people don't realize how much of their lives is shaped by approval. What people think, what people say, what people will expect. So decisions get filtered not through truth but through perception. You hold back your emotion, you hold back your opinion, you adjust your behavior, you shrink your voice, you delay your decision, all to avoid disapproval. And slowly, without realizing it, you start living a life that looks acceptable but doesn't feel authentic. Because approval feels safe, but it can also quietly become a cage. Before we continue, if this message reminds you of someone trying to break free from people pleasing, share it with them. And if you are committed to rebuilding your life with authenticity and courage, subscribe and join us for the journey ahead. Here is something important. Approval is not always bad. We all need connection. We all need affirmation. We all need to be understood. But when approval becomes the foundation of your decision, you lose something essential. Your inner voice gets colder, gets quieter, and the external voice gets louder. You start asking, will they like this? Instead of, is this right for me? And over time, you begin to outsource your identity, not intentionally, but gradually, until you realize you have built a life that looks aligned on the outside, but feels disconnected on the inside. We'll be right back after a short, and when we return, let's talk about what happens when you finally start choosing yourself again. Welcome back. One of the first signs that you are breaking free from approval dependency is discomfort, because people may not understand your change immediately. Some may question you, some may misunderstand you, some may even distance themselves. And in those moments, you are faced with a choice: go back to being accepted or continue becoming yourself. And this is where growth becomes real, because authenticity is not proven when everyone agrees with you. It is proven when you can stand by your decision, even when they are not understood. Over time, something shifts. You stop performing, you start living, you stop explaining every decision, you start trusting your own judgment, and slowly, peace replaces pressure. If you are learning to break free from approval, start small. Don't try to rebel against everyone. Just start noticing. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I believe in it, or am I doing this so I won't be judged? The question alone can change your direction, because awareness is the beginning of freedom. And as you practice choosing yourself in small moments, you begin to understand something powerful: self-trust, clarity, and inner stability. Not everyone will understand your journey, but not everyone is meant to guide you either. Maybe for a long time, you have been shaped by opinion, by expectation, by pressure, and that doesn't have to be your future, because there comes a point in rebuilding when you realize something important. You don't need everyone's approval to live a meaningful life. You only need alignment, and alignment begins when you start choosing truth over approval, even quietly, gradually, imperfectly. If this message encouraged you today, share it with someone who is learning to choose themselves again. Save it for the moment when people pleasing feels easier than honesty, and subscribe if you are committed to rebuilding your life with authenticity, courage, and clarity. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, you don't need permission to become who you are becoming.